Hi everybody, how are you doing? I've just put the kettle on, made myself a cup of coffee to warm myself through because it is bitterly cold. I can't believe the beautiful weather that we had last weekend only to now be presented with, oh God, snow, sleet. Yesterday I went out for the day to film a vlog and oh God, it was just a nightmare because the wind was just horrific and it was, one minute it was torrential rain, the next minute it was sleet, snow, hailstone, and yeah, it was just a bit of a nightmare, and I really didn't think you'd want to watch me struggling with the wind, so I decided to call it a day. And I thought I might get out today, but unfortunately the forecast looks pretty similar, so I'm going to stay home. And because it's so cold, I've been craving comfort food. It's like going back into the winter months, isn't it? And all you want to do is eat stodge. So I've got my slow cooker out today and I am going to make a proper man dish. It's proper comfort food. Yeah, it's a slow cooked meal. It's just basically sausages and beans, like proper cowboy food, but it's got a few additional ingredients in it to make it a little bit special. On my last vlog, when I went to Belper, you might remember me talking about wanting to do a hamper for my mum for Mother's Day, just like a little self-care basket with lots of things in for her to enjoy. Now, when yesterday turned out to be a bit of a disaster, I thought, right, what I'm going to do is go and get some bits to compile this hamper. So I ran it into the local TK Maxx store, which always has lots of nice little bits and bobs. And I managed to film a little bit in there, so I'm going to put that up in a little while. And then after that, I'm going to show you the hamper and what I've put together. Now, the only thing that I'm thinking about is, stupid me, I'm kind of now living my life through YouTube, and my biggest fan is my mum. In fact, whenever I've completed a vlog, I always send her a copy of it before it goes live for her to do a proof watch of it. So I can't very well video the present that I'm making for her and then give it to her, if you get what I mean. It would be a bit daft, wouldn't it? Bit of a giveaway. So what I've decided to do is to give it to one of you guys, if you'd like it, that is, of course. So if you stay tuned to the end of the vlog, what I'll do, I've not really thought how I'm going to do it yet because I've never done anything like this before. But hopefully I will have a light bulb moment halfway through filming today and I'll be able to tell you at the end. So yeah, so stay tuned, and at the end I will kind of tell you how you can win the hamper that I'm making. Anyway, I need to crack on and get this food in the slow cooker because that's going to cook away all day, and then it's going to be lovely for tea time for my boys who love sausage and beans. As I say, it's proper man food, isn't it? I have been to the supermarket this morning and I have got all the ingredients. There aren't a great deal, to be fair. Hopefully some of them you will already have in your larder. It could actually be done at a reasonable cost, this. It would be quite a cheap meal. Stupid me forgot to press the button on the self-service cash out to get the receipt, so I can't tell you what I've paid. Anyway, 2 cans of baked beans. What are they? Tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. We've got 2 red peppers and sausages. Now, it does say in the recipe to use either 12 chipolatas or 6 sausages. However, I got a pack of 10 and I'm going to use them all because I've got some hungry boys to feed. We also need smoked paprika, easy for you to say, smoked paprika, I can't say it! Smoked paprika, there we are, got it. Dried herbs, chili flakes, stock cube, and salt and pepper. Now you can also put garlic in this, which I would personally love, however my other half does not like it, so I am going to leave it out. But it's pretty much everything in straight into the slow cooker. The only thing that I would 100% recommend when cooking meat in a slow cooker is to just brown it off gently beforehand, because if you put it straight into the slow cooker, it tends to come out looking a little bit of an insipid colour, and it's really not that appetizing to look at. And obviously we do eat with our eyes, don't we? So it's important important that our food looks good. So I'm going to start off by just browning these in a frying pan for a few minutes. So these are just a Cumberland sausage, but you can pretty much use whichever you prefer. If you just want a plain pork sausage, that would be equally as nice. My slow cooker is now on and warming up. Mine's a bit of an antique, to be quite honest. I've had it that many years, but it's still going strong. It has been used regularly. If you haven't got one, I would highly recommend buying one because they're so versatile. It's amazing what you can do. You can get cookbooks and things that give you so many ideas as to what you can cook in them. So the sausages are now nice and brown. I'm just going to chop up the peppers into small pieces. And one in the mouth for good luck. Right, I think we can start throwing everything in the slow cooker now. The temperature's been set on the slow cooker. You've got two options. You could go for 6 hours on a low temperature or 3 to 4 hours on a high temperature. I've gone for the 6 hours on low just because that time period ties in perfectly with when I pick Edward up from school. So when he comes home, the house hopefully is going to be smelling delicious and he'll have a hot meal ready to go. Right, let's start putting things in. This really is my type of cooking. Throw it all in. I'm going to start by putting the sausages at the bottom of the slow cooker. Beans, tomatoes, peppers, smoked paprika, dried herbs and chili flakes. So I've got a stock cube as well, which I'm just going to put in. This is one of the Knorr ones. To finish off, we're going to salt and pepper. So I'm going to stir this all together and then we can just leave it to work its magic. Now when this is cooked, you could serve it however you like really. Mark loves it with just crusty bread and butter, as does Edward, but you could serve it with a baked potato, which is probably how I will have it. And I suppose it would actually be really nice with mashed potato as well, but whatever takes your fancy. Yay, TK Maxx. I do not need any excuse to come in here at all. Love the place. I'm not going to get distracted with clothes. I'm going to go straight for the bits that I think I need, and that's kind of around the beauty section. So let's have a look up here. Right. I think stuff like some of this stuff could be a little bit too big. The thing that I love about the beauty section in TK Maxx is that you can try loads of different brands without it costing you a fortune. You can try them at a reduced cost and see whether you like them first. I've thought about putting a nice pair of socks. I know that sounds a bit random, but it's lovely to have some fluffy socks. I bought my mum some alpaca socks for Christmas. Lovely soft bed socks. Showing my age now, aren't I? So what are all these bits? These headbands are a bit odd. I don't think my mum would like any of that. Now these are lovely, these little shower caps. I've got one, somebody bought me one and I think they're lovely. It's too much choice. I use this brand quite a bit, this Sukin, which is nice. Perfumes, nothing there I don't think. Right, I'm going to bob upstairs now because they've got other things up there, you know, candles and what have you. Now these are the boxes. These are absolutely gorgeous. So this is what I'm planning on getting to put the hamper in. I just think this really, really pretty and make it look a bit more expensive. Right, let's find some candles. Now I love this aisle. They have loads of stuff from shops like Rocket St George and Graham Greene and things, so you can find some right bargains. I love these. I like to see these filled with, you can have them in a bathroom filled with cotton wool balls, or on the kitchen side full of sweets. Right, I do want to put a nice scented candle in, so let's have a look. It's actually a bit too much choice here. I want a nice quality one. Thought about putting a nice mug in as well. Yeah, that's not a nice mug. Le Creuset. This is nice stuff. Right, I need to kind of crack on and get some bits bought now, so I can't film and buy at the same time, so I'm going to put the camera away and pick up some bits. 28th of March, it's Mother's Day. Those of you who have watched my previous vlogs will have met my mum on numerous occasions, and you'll know that she is probably my best friend. However, I am being a really, really bad daughter this year, and I'm going away. I'm going to be on holiday for Mother's Day this year. So bless her. I'm ladening her with jobs. They're coming to house sit for me and dog sit. So she's going to have a work cut out looking after the dog on Mother's Day. So I want to do something extra special for my mum. Now, I went to Belper last week and I mentioned that I was wanting to make a little hamper. Now, I've made hampers before. It's usually around Christmas time and things like that I do them for the school teachers and, and just friends and family. But I thought, well, it's nice to have something possibly for Mother's Day. Just a little self-care, lots of nice little things in there to luxuriating. So that's the idea, and that's what I was wanting to do for my mum. Now, lots of you like this kind of content. I know some don't, so I apologise for that. However, do stay tuned to the end because it's might be worth your while. You never know. I went to TK Maxx yesterday, which is my favourite shop. I absolutely love that shop, especially the home sense section of it where all the household stuff. But they have such a good variety of gift things in there. You can get stuff for the home, stuff for beauty, obviously clothes and stuff like that. So it's a great place just to go and pick up loads of bits and bobs. So I nipped there yesterday and I managed to get quite a few bits, and then I nipped to a few other shops as well to get some other bits and bobs. But what I'll do, I'll show you what I've got, and then we'll kind of put it together and dress it as how I would gift this to my mum. So first of all, you need kind of like a basket or a gift box. TK Maxx have got some incredible boxes in at the moment. They're really, really lovely, and I think they're just a bit nicer than a bog standard basket for a hamper, because you definitely reuse this, wouldn't you? It looks really, really pretty. It reminds me a little bit of Tiffany & Co. I think it looks really classy, the turquoise. They've got loads of choices, but I opted for this one. I was a bit concerned they were either really, really big or quite small, but this is deep, so everything seems to go in it okay. Right, obviously chocolates. We've got to have some chocolates, and obviously again a little bit of bubbly. I defy anybody who does not enjoy a glass of bubbles. Right, so as I say, self-care things. So I picked up a couple of beauty products. Now, some of them are really, really nice quality products. Just a little bit of luxury, because our mums deserve luxury. I wonder what I'm going to get. You see, Mother's Day is probably going to get forgotten for me because we're on holiday. So I've got Molten Brown, which is a fabulous brand, and we've got a lovely hand cream and a body lotion. Clarins, this is a little body scrub, so yeah, you can buff up your skin and make yourself look sparkly and delightful. Now, I love scented candles. I know some people are kind of a bit, but I just think, when you're laid in the bath, you've got this, you've got this, you know, what more can one want? But I use scented candles an awful lot because we've got this open kitchen diner. After you've finished cooking and you want to sit in the same room and watch TV, there's often, you know, food smells about. So I often light scented candles and it just gets rid of that. This is a particularly nice one. This is Espar and it smells absolutely gorgeous. It does give you that real spa smell. It's really, really nice, but you'll have to take my word for it because it's not smell-o-vision, is it? Right, a couple more beauty things. So we've got a little face mask, a hyaluronic face mask. I had to buy this because I just think they're super cute. Somebody bought me one. It looks a bit tiny, that, but I promise it will fit most heads. It's a shower cap, but this brand there, Nibs, they do really, really cute prints. And I just thought that was, yeah, really quite sweet colours. A loofah. Just what you've always wanted, a loofah. And then I just got a couple of other little bits. The Little Book of Mindfulness. So you can laze in the bath with a glass of champagne, chocolates, your candle lit, and you can read about affirmations and, yeah, how to make yourself wonderful. And then you can write everything down in a Kath Kidston notebook. So lots of little bits and bobs. Some nice treats. I've also picked up some tissue paper just to pad out the box and obviously make it look a little bit prettier. Often I find myself when I'm doing things like this, putting stuff in, taking it back out and just working it round to try and get the best fit. Just realised there's this big plant in the way. Let me move that. Is that better? Right, so the box. What I would probably do with this is because you want to display what you've bought. So I just thought I would sit the lid on the back there and it just kind of displays the wares a little bit. Now, if you watched my hamper video that I did at Christmas, I have some cellophane, which I always use to just dress them so you can see through it and it just looks really pretty. Right, let's get some tissue paper. I went for pink just because a lot of the things actually in the box are blue, and they've got blues and obviously the box is blue, and I just thought it would make a nice contrast. So, I'm just going to pop in some on the front there. Now I'm going to start with the biggest item, which is the Lily O'Brien's chocolates, and I'm just going to lean that in the back. Mindfulness. Oh, actually, you see, that's not very pretty, so I'm going to put that to the back. Right, I'm going to put some more tissue paper in. Have all that now. It's nice to have the tissue, I think, just coming over the sides as well. Just you see, it doesn't look particularly great, that, but what I'm going to do is take things out and have a play around with it for a little bit, see if I can make it look a little bit prettier. My cellophane here. I've also found some lovely eggshell blue ribbon, so I'm going to use that as well. Right, so all I need to do, guys, so I start off by rolling out some of the foil, sit this in the middle, and then just work out roughly how much I think I'm going to need. You want it obviously to bunch up, so you need to have a quite excess amount. I always like to have lots of ribbon just to see it cascading over. I just think it looks really quite pretty. So there, that's pretty much it. That's quick, isn't it? That didn't take too long at all. I mean, obviously I've sped through it a little bit for the benefit of you guys so you don't fall asleep. But all in all, once you've actually bought the pieces, putting it together doesn't take long at all. But yeah, I think that's really pretty. I love that little bit of pink in it. It's just a really nice contrast against the blue. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you like it. I think think I'd be happy to receive that if my little boy gave it to me. Anyway, obviously I can't give this to my mum now because she's seen it and it is not a surprise anymore, is it? So I'm going to have to get something else for her. So what I would like to do is to gift it to one of you guys, to one of my lovely viewers. It doesn't matter who it's for. It could be for a Mother's Day gift, it could be for yourself, it could be for your wife. Yeah, I'd just like somebody to enjoy it. Now, having never done anything like this before, I was kind of like racking my brain, what's the best way to do it? Comments and things on YouTube are quite difficult to manage because they don't always go in order and it's quite easy to miss them sometimes. I've decided therefore to do it through Facebook because it's probably going to be much easier for me to manage. Obviously Facebook as well, I'm trying to build that up, so it will help me out loads. What you need to do is head over to Facebook, follow my page and find the post on there about winning the hamper and just put a comment in, and then I will enter your name into a prize draw. So the sausage casserole is now fully cooked. I removed the lid for the last hour of cooking just because it was quite liquidy, and that just helped it reduce down a little bit more, letting the steam rise off. I've heated a bowl up, I've chopped some parsley, so I think all that's left is to serve some up. I'm looking forward to this. So there we have my posh sausage and beans. Unfortunately, I can't have that lovely crusty bread, so I've just had to serve myself up a little bit without it. But the best thing about this by far is the sausages just melt in your mouth. They are absolutely delicious. So I am going to tuck in now. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. Give this a go because I know you'll enjoy this. It's really delicious. Please do like and subscribe, and don't forget about the competition. All you've got to do is follow me on Facebook and comment in the competition post that I put up. I'm going to finish this off now, and until next time, I'm going to see you soon. Bye.
Baby, how I need the love.